Welcome to today's countdown of the top 10 Street Fight Manhwa you must read. These incredible stories are filled with raw action, powerful characters, and jaw-dropping fight scenes that will leave you speechless. Each manhwa brings a unique flavor to the world of street fighting, whether it's a tale of revenge, survival, or a battle for respect. From ordinary students forced into brutal fights, to legendary fighters facing ruthless gangs and secret organizations, these manhwa showcase courage, determination, and pure strength. The fights are not just about fists and blood, but also about pride, loyalty, and finding one's place in a world ruled by violence. If you're a fan of intense martial arts, underground battles, or high school delinquents fighting for survival, this list will keep you hooked. So grab your seat, prepare for non-stop action, and let's jump straight into the most exciting street fighting manhwa of all time. 1. Killer Peter. Peter once lived as the deadliest assassin, feared in every corner of the underworld. But after disappearing, he tried to escape that bloody past for a chance at normal life. Unfortunately, the shadows never let go. When enemies resurface, Peter must fight again, relying on ruthless skill and brutal efficiency. Every encounter becomes a life-or-death battle, proving why he was once unmatched. Killer Peter isn't just about violence. It's about a man caught between peace and destruction, trying to protect what little normalcy he has left. With sharp intensity and unforgettable fights, this manhwa shows how the past always demands a price. 2. Lookism. Park Hyung-suk is a bullied teenager who suddenly gains the ability to live in two bodies, his original overweight, insecure self and a tall, handsome, powerful version. With this strange gift, he enters a world of gangs, ruthless bullies, and underground fights, all while struggling with identity and self-worth. Lookism mixes emotional storytelling with explosive street battles, showing the painful truths of beauty standards, discrimination, and survival. What makes it unforgettable is the way it blends humor, drama, and intense action. Every fight is fierce, every twist hits hard, and Hyung-suk's journey proves strength comes in many forms. 3. Castle. Castle tells the story of a former top enforcer of a criminal organization who turns against the empire he once helped build. Using his unmatched skills, he takes on gangs, corrupt leaders, and brutal enemies in a quest for revenge. Unlike typical street fighting stories, Castle focuses on psychological tension, strategy, and underground warfare, while still delivering jaw-dropping combat. The main character isn't just a fighter, he's a tactician, always one step ahead. Every confrontation feels dangerous and unpredictable, gritty, dark, and filled with high-stakes battles. Castle shows that when you challenge a kingdom of crime, you must be ready for war. 4. Beck XX. Beck XX follows a young man caught in the unforgiving world of gangs and violence. To protect his friends and family, Beck throws himself into brutal battles against enemies far stronger than him. The fights are raw, the struggles personal, and the story highlights loyalty, sacrifice, and resilience. What makes Beck XX powerful is the emotional depth behind every punch. Beck doesn't fight just for himself, but for those he truly loves. His courage grows with every encounter, proving that true strength isn't just physical, but also comes from heart, determination, and inner spirit. This manhwa is a hidden gem full of grit, emotion, and unshakable courage. 5. Manager Kim. By day, he is an ordinary office worker. But behind the suit, Manager Kim hides a dark past as one of the deadliest fighters alive. When his daughter suddenly goes missing, the peaceful mask shatters, and he unleashes his old self in a desperate search. Manager Kim is about love, rage, and unstoppable willpower. The fights are explosive, filled with martial arts mastery, fury, and brutal hand-to-hand combat. What makes it stand out is the emotional weight behind every action. This isn't just about winning fights. It's about a father protecting his beloved child. Few manhwa combine action, family, and emotion this powerfully. 6. Mercenary Enrollment. Yu Aijin was a child mercenary, forged in endless battlefields and hardened by brutal war. When he returns to Korea, he hopes for a peaceful high school life. But peace never lasts. Bullies, gangs, and powerful organizations push him back into combat, where his soldier training makes him unstoppable. Mercenary enrollment is packed with high-stakes fights, from classrooms to city streets, where every move feels calculated and deadly. What makes Aijin special is his dual struggle, wanting to live normally while carrying the instincts of a ruthless warrior. This manhwa is non-stop adrenaline, intensity, and courage from start to finish. 7. Study Group. Study Group may sound harmless, but it's one of the most thrilling school fight manhwa or webtoon ever created. Yoon Gamin wants to go to college, but he's trapped in a school filled with delinquents and violent criminals. To survive and save his loved family, he uses his fists while still chasing his academic dream. The manhwa balances brutal fights with humor and friendship, making it both action-packed and surprisingly heartwarming. Every brawl is fierce and intense, with Gamin evolving from a desperate student into a determined fighter. Study Group shows that strength isn't just about grades or muscles. It's about never giving up no matter the circumstances. 8. To Not Die. Dajuan was an ordinary teenager, constantly bullied and humiliated until he hit his breaking point. One day, he finally fights back, and from that moment his life changes forever. To Not Die is a survival story that throws Dajuan into a world of gangs, brutal battles, and relentless daily danger. What makes it powerful is the raw desperation driving the main character. Every fight is about more than pride, it's about survival itself. The gritty art and merciless story pull you deep into Dajuan's intense struggle. This manhwa is dark, unflinching, and a perfect example of how far someone will go to truly keep living. 9. Reality Quest. Dawan is a gamer who dies from overwork, only to return to life with a strange system, real-life quests that force him into dangerous fights and challenges. What begins as a bizarre twist quickly becomes a brutal street fighting story with comedic and supernatural elements. Reality Quest shines with its creative balance of action, strategy, and humor. Dawan is far from a typical fighter, but his growth and determination make him unforgettable. From hilarious moments to shocking street battles, every chapter keeps readers guessing. If you enjoy gaming mixed with gritty street fights, Reality Quest is an exciting and perfect choice. 10. Boss in School. Seth Kong is wild, reckless, and insanely powerful. From the very first chapter, he becomes the strongest fighter in his school, taking down anyone who dares to challenge him. Boss in School is pure chaos, filled with explosive battles, crazy humor, and non-stop adrenaline. What makes it stand out is Seth's bold personality. Fearless, over the top, and always ready for a fight. The story doesn't waste time with slow build-ups. It throws you straight into ruthless action and never lets go. If you want pure entertainment with insane street fights and unforgettable raw energy, Boss in School delivers action from beginning to end.